Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Mindy from Mindy's Crafts and Cash. About a month ago I purchased this stamp set. I showed it in a little haul, and this is from Elizabeth Craft Designs. And since crayons were my absolute favorite thing when I was a child, the minute I saw this I knew I was going to buy it. And I'm going to make a card with it today, so we'll see how we do. I haven't even opened it, so while I'm doing it while you're watching, and we'll see how it comes out. So I have this pretty dirty stamp, Perfect it's called, and I'm going to I cut a panel 4 by 5 1/4. That's going to go in my 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card. And I'm just going to attach it to this so it doesn't move, and stamp on it. Now, I do have watercolor pens that I'm going to use, so I think I can use regular archival ink, which is... I even have high detail, so let's get that out. You'd think I'd be ready. I have black VersaFine Clair somewhere. Here it is. Okay, so let's get cracking. Whoa. Okay, so let's see. First, let's tape this down first so it doesn't move. This is just some foam in here. Makes it easier to stamp. Yeah, that's not working. Let's try this one. Okay, now I had a thicker stamp last time, so I took the foam out. I hated stamping until they came out with these stamp platforms, and they have made a huge difference in my life, because if I don't get a good impression the first time, I can just close the little door again and re-stamp it. So first you figure out where you want it. I can do that and add a crayon. And there's one little saying on here. And it says, "You're a work of art." Pretty little, but let's see where we can stick that. I think I like that right there. Okay, then you close the door. And pick it up, see if it works. Okay, I'm gonna put another piece of tape down on here so this doesn't pull up. Okay, and let's try it. Sometimes I rub the stamps on my arm, but look how nicely this is taking everything. Okay, that looks very nice. And I'm going to press it down. And then I have this little knobby thing. Give it an even press. And let's see how we did. Okay, the only thing I missed was right here. So I'm just going to ink that word. It's a French little word. And I will close it again and press right down there. And that should do it. Okay. Now I did cut 2 pieces. So while I have everything set up, I'm just going to do another one. And look, that ripped a little. Okay. And here it is. Okay. Just gonna try to just get it down a little bit. And let's see where I have it. I have to go over a little. And okay, that should do it. If I really like the way it comes out, I can stamp out a few and make a few cards with it. Have them on hand. Try it again. Okay. Let's see how we did. Oops. Perfect. Okay, I will retrieve that after we're done. Put the ink away for now. And pull this one off. Oh, you know what? It wasn't perfect here. Too late, because I already moved it. I'll never get it back exactly the same. I'm just going to leave that on in case I want to do some more. Okay, so let's see. I like this one better, so we'll work with that one. And as you can see, I really love crayons. I was at the Crayola factory, and I bought this cute little thing to hold my glue. And I bought this really cute mug. So this is my thing. Okay, next, let's color this in. So these are brush on one end and fine tip on the other. So I felt I could really do the detail. And I'm going to make the first crayon pink. And let's see. Okay. And let's do a yellow. So my favorite thing when I was a kid was my box of 48 Crayola crayons. So I had a younger brother who yesterday was 3 years since he passed. Makes me so sad. Anyway, we were outside playing tag, and when you're it, you like have to hit something. So we made the lamppost be it. Well, my brother tripped, hit his head on the lamppost, and opened up his skull. So we had to go to the doctor, and we had to have stitches. My father, who was a big wuss, had to go for a walk around the block because he couldn't handle blood. So I felt so badly for my baby brother. He must have been around 5 or 6 or something, that I gave him my box of 48s, which was my most prized possession. My parents thought that was so sweet that they bought me a box of 64s, which at that time was the largest box. So that made me decide to be a nice person. Okay, let's see. Let's find a red. Here we go. Looks like a red. So that's my Crayola story. I always loved the crayons nice and sharp. I didn't like when they would break. And those big boxes had a sharpener in them. I was pretty good at coloring in the lines. When I'm doing coloring like this, I like to keep out the pens I've already worked with in case I see something that I've missed. Like I would like to do this. And actually, I'd be smarter if I use the skinny side here and go out here. These are Ohuhu watercolor pens. Ohuhu color markers. I had not used them in quite a while, so I didn't even know if they dried up, but so far we're doing fine. Okay, let's see, what color should we do next? Let's find a blue. So we have a blue. Now these are French crayons, so I have no idea what brand they are, but that's because Elizabeth Crafts, I think, is a Dutch company. Oh, it's made in the UK, this. Okay. All right, I'm gonna stop the video. I'm gonna finish coloring, and then I'll turn it on again to put all the cards together. Okay, so I colored this. Now, because it is watercolor, I did get some blotchy business here. So that's why sometimes you're better off using alcohol markers, in which case I would have used a different ink. I kind of don't like the way this looks on the card, so I picked out some paper, and I'm going to make a background and then put this on there. So I'm gonna trim this to 4, cut a piece out 4 by 5 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can get 2 out of here. Let's see if I did this right. 5 1/4. And while I'm cutting, I'll cut the other one. Boing, boing. Okay. And let's see how that will look now. So if somebody gives you a handmade card, realize it takes some work. Okay, that'll look better now. So let's get out the scissors and cut this out. I already have 2 pair on the desk. I want to be careful to cut it outside the black line. And I'm going to use the big scissor because I can do one big cut here. I was thinking I want to do a masterboard all in gingham and then put all of the little embellishments from the gingham book. I think that might be funny. Well, fun, but it might be funny. Okay, we got this going. So that would look cute. And let's cut out the extra crayon. I usually cut a little bit off like I just did, because when there's a big piece hanging, it sort of pulls my scissor away. So I'm going to go to the little scissor. Well, I had another one of those, wasn't really lightning, but I was in the pool and all of a sudden it started to pour. I tried to stay in an hour, but that was 35 minutes. And I'm really kind of dumb. Well, my own fault. I only had one towel with me, so I dried off. I could have gone to the inside pool because it wasn't closed. There wasn't lightning, but I didn't have another towel to dry myself. I just came home. Okay, this didn't come out too straight. So I may just restamp it. Let's see what we think. Sometimes when you cut it wonky like this, it doesn't matter that it wasn't straight. So I think that looks a little cuter on the gingham. What do you think? Now another thing is we could just leave this one here and stick the crayon inside, or we could always stamp off another crayon and stick it inside. Okay, so for your work of art, I want to edge it a little bit. Let's see what we could do with this. See if we could just put a little edging on it. Just so it'll show up a little better. And we nearly have it. There we go. Okay, like that. And I think I would have liked this better if it was in a green one. So let's see. Let me see. Let's cut this one out. And let's make it a green one. Just take another minute. I have to cut it out a little better. And let's do this little ring around the bottom. That was really why I picked these, because I knew I had the really skinny pen for any detail work I needed. And then I did them all in this very light tan, this one. Okay, and then I think that'll look a little bit more cohesive on the card. Okay. I warned you, it's hard for me to craft and yap. They scare you so much about using the music with YouTube. Like you get dinged if it's the wrong music, and so I have to look into that a little bit more so you don't have to hear me yapping all the time. Okay, I like it better. Okay. Just like that. Let's get to gluing. Actually, I think I'm gonna use this glue for it. Ooh. Yeah, that didn't work. A new one. Okay. So tonight we're going to the movies. I don't even know the name of the movie we're going to see. Just kind of not a very nice night, and just to get out and do something a little different. And so that is the plan. We're going to leave in a little while. And I'm getting very tired of these afternoon rains, but that's Florida in the summer. And you know I'm going to have to give this card to one of my artsy friends because nobody else would appreciate it. I think I want to use a green around the edge. So let's see. I don't want to mess it up. So let's see what we have here. I have a lot of different inks, but I'm not a green lover, so I probably don't have a lot of greens. And I'm right, I don't. So maybe I will just do a brown edge. Oh my goodness. Print faded green lilac. I guess I have to buy some green ones. Whew. That's terrible. Green is grass. And I have none. Okay, I'm going to use brown. I was afraid to use this because it's really easy to screw it up. And you get a big blob, and then all your hard work is gone. Gone. Okay, that looked okay. And now we'll just put this on. Now, of course, I could have put pop dots and elevated some of the stuff on the front of the card, but I don't want to get stuck if I mail it and then it needs additional postage or whatever. I don't know, my cutting is never precise. Okay, so that is number 1 card out of this stamp set. And then I might stamp on the inside of the card crayons, brilliant colors. So it's just a little, not that big a stamp, but it took me a long time to color it. And this is the final card. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow.